friends, welcome to Spice Dhamal. This is your host Nitin, and this is the third Bali vlog in which we will be exploring the North Bali or the mountain regions and the temples and the attractions you have in North Bali. Stay tuned as we will be tasting the world famous Luwak coffee and we will be soaking ourselves in the Leke Leke Waterfall. So after around 1.5 hour drive from Ubud, we have reached the first attraction. This is a famous attraction or a temple which is next to the lake and which is known as the Ulun Danu Beratan Temple. So after paying the mandatory entry charges, we enter the temple complex. This temple complex is also famous for the beautifully manicured gardens and the cultural statues they have all along. Well, this beautiful temple complex is also very popular with locals, and you could see a huge group of locals dressed in their traditional attire and visiting the temple in a large numbers. So like we do a pilgrimage, they come for visiting all these temples in a group. As you go further, the beauty of this lake temple unfolds. There are clouds descending on top, so it's not a clear day, but sun is doing the hide and seek with clouds, and that gives another dimension as the colors keeps on changing. And undoubtedly this is one of the most beautiful sights we have seen in Bali. Being a perfect touristy place, Bali, they had also kept some exotic animals around to take photograph with them, and you need to pay little donations if you want that photograph. We just said hello to them from a distance and moved on for our next attraction. Well, the drive down the hill was also equally beautiful and scenic. And the next stop for the day was the spice garden and coffee plantation to see how they make Luwak coffee. Well, this funny chap in purple lungi was our guide for today. So he showed us how the coffee plantation is. These were the small coffee beans and further how they get processed. So we all like chocolates and they are made from this bright red color fruits called cacao fruits. Well, these were the local pineapple. These are really small as compared to what pineapples you get across the world, but really sweet and tasty. Well, this green long thing you see here are the vanilla pods. This is original vanilla pods which they get dried, they become darker, and then you extract the flavors from it. Well, the animal kept in a cage is the famous Luwak. He is the one who eats the coffee fruit, and then from its poo only the Luwak coffee is made. So this is a nocturnal animal, so he sleeps most of the time during the day. Well, then they showcased us how traditionally they roast the coffee on wood fire, how they dry it, and then they ground it to make this famous Balinese coffee. So we are at this coffee plantation now where they got spice plantation. We saw some Luwak cats who eat the coffee beans, and then from their poo they clean the beans because the animal only eats the fruit and he throws away the beans, and from these beans they roast. We saw the entire process and they make this famous Luwak coffee. So we will just test 1 cup of Luwak coffee as well at this plantation. So testing this famous cat poo coffee or the Luwak coffee. Strong roasting flavor. I mean, it just tastes like normal coffee but very rich in flavor. Very refreshing though. Tasting the original Balinese coffee, which is the same coffee beans but made with the regular process. This is much stronger. Intense coffee flavor and very refreshing. With the first sip itself you feel that coffee euphoria. Nice. So after the Luwak coffee, we are testing different type of coconut coffee, vanilla coffee and different teas. So they have all these selections. So for Luwak coffee you need to pay, but rest all as a part of the tour they give you for testing. And end of the tour they have all these coffees on display, so you can purchase some as souvenir from Bali. Our next stop was Secret Garden Village. This was a display come showroom mini factory kind of a setup by the cosmetic brand Secret Garden. So you need to purchase the entry ticket, and part of it you can use it in their restaurant or their retail outlets. So there is a guide which came along. She showcased all the heritage Balinese culture and the museum tour.
Or making announcement in a village. This one is made from a wood and you can hit in the middle here.
Well, after this we went for their factory tour. So we could not do any shooting inside the factory setup. However, it was interesting to see how they make all these cosmetics. As usual, I was more interested in their specialty Balinese restaurant, where they do some fabulous Balinese food in modern style, and in this natural setting they have this restaurant, and it did not disappoint. The food was great, delicious. Ayam nasi campur, a traditional Indonesian meal. Well, after that great meal, we again entered this jungle to explore one of the most famous waterfalls, the Leke Leke Waterfall. Now here the waterfall is in the jungle, but it is made very convenient. You have to pay entry fee and it's in a quite a secure environment. They also have this facility of Balinese swings if you want to do that kind of a photography and enjoy those big swings. But we were more interested in this natural trail and went down the hill to explore the waterfall. As you go further down, you need to cross this bamboo bridge and look at the greenery around and this stream of water flowing with a full force. We knew the waterfall was near and we are in for some rare adventure in nature. Wow, look at the size of it. Magnificent greenery and the water coming from such a height. It's a perfect fall. You can safely get inside it and soak up in this cold, beautiful waterfall and do some amazing Instagram photography. While we enjoy in the waterfall, make sure you press that thumb icon to like the video, share it with your family and friends. And until we meet again with fantastic locations like this, stay happy, stay healthy and keep traveling.